My News 26 and CCTV. It's high school basketball. Coming to you tonight from Cadillac High School.
Welcome back to some second quarter action. Got to mention our crew again. Levi Welch on the camera, Jacob Fulis, and Rain Wilson, and Rain Johnson Hill on the other cameras. Doing a fine job tonight, experiencing a little technical difficulties. Can't hear my director, Coda Pike, in the truck, so mad props to Levi for letting me know when we're coming in and out. Don't want to leave out Kaylee Buck on graphics. Doing a fine job tonight. So 12-7 our score here, 7.5 to go. Looks like Morgan Knaus had Hope Emmington underneath, just a little too high, out of bounds. Traverse City ball.
Had to make a pass over Traverse City's trees there, and just a little too much, too tall for Emmington.
Cadillac with some full court pressure. Kayla Johns knocks it out of bounds, stays Traverse City ball.
I like that decision by Coach Johns. Come out in a little bit of a press and maybe force some offense that way while they have their two big scorers resting right now.
Carly Dominy to inbound. To Laura Bartnick, checking in for the first time.
Be a critical time for Traverse City with some of their subs coming in. See if they can create some offense for Traverse City.
Nice drive, stop and pop by 22, Mary Drake with that good-looking jump shot. Gets the ball on the wing and attacks. Nicely done. Hope Emmington brings the ball up over half court. Gets a pick from Morgan Knaus. Goes in between 2 or 3 Traverse City defenders.
Cadillac's got to move the ball a little bit quicker so they can prevent that double team from happening.
Got a foul on Traverse City. Looks like they're calling Carly Dominy on a hold on Michaela Johns. That'll be their third. Inbound pass, Morgan Knaus up and in. Slick pass there by Michaela Johns. That calls for a timeout by Traverse City coach Greg Farmer. Getting after him right now on that inbounds play.
I like the trapping he's doing defensively right now. It's really affecting Cadillac's players. Without the height of Christensen in there to hold the ball high and to work offense through her, they're really struggling to find any kind of comfort in their offense with that trap happening.
Yep, Cadillac came out that second quarter and opened up a little full court pressure, generated a couple turnovers, got a quick bucket out of it. Quick timeout by Greg Farmer. He knows this is interesting time of the game. Don't want to let it get too far out of control. It's only 5 points, but you know, you bring your team together, get those turnovers under control. He mentioned that they lost a lot of seniors off last year's championship team, so I'm sure he's got a lot of patience and a lot of work to do with the young squad.
He probably senses this is a really good time right now to score some points and have some kind of impact on this game with Cadillac's two best players.
And that defensive pressure calls for a 10-second call. Cadillac generating another turnover out of that press, and that's something that Coach Johns is going to appreciate, the effort as they get their lungs underneath them, their legs underneath them. Looks like we got another timeout by Traverse City Central trying to draw something up to attack this pressure from Cadillac.
Yeah, he really wants to take advantage of Christensen and Little on the bench right now. Two of Cadillac's better players, and they really haven't capitalized, which is concerning as a coach, I would think.
Yep, and I'm sure that's what Greg Farmer is talking to his squad about right now. Listen, let's break the press. Let's get in our sets. Let's get the ball in the capable hands of Margot Wolfter. Let's run our stuff. And, got to get some shots up. Credit Cadillac and their defensive pressure. Got a small lineup, so they started upping the pressure with Christensen on the bench with 2 fouls. Margot Wolfter. Crossover. Hope Emmington and some good help side defense.
Cadillac's ball.
Call out of bounds on number 4, Laura Bartnick. Cadillac ball. Good defense, Cadillac.
Liking the defensive pressure. Traverse City's got to learn to adjust, move the ball without trying to dribble it. They got to pass it, move it faster than Cadillac can move it to get some open looks.
Hope Emmington dribble drive. Errant pass, that might have hit the line, no call. Margot Wolfter.
Boy, those Emmington girls are all over the ball defensively.
Sage Hill on the wing. Look down low. Pass just off the mark. Cadillac ball.
really missing the low post presence right now. Traverse City is. They don't have their typical low post player. And as I say that, they bring back in Ashley Bone. But they're really missing that down there right now. They're trying to force some girls down there that really aren't used to being down there, and they're not catching the ball like is expected.
It's almost like you know what you're talking about out there, Eric.
I might have played once or twice. With you, even.
Hope Emmington dribble drive. Kicks it into Johns. Out to the top for Knaus. Back over to Emmington. Could have been a trip. Traverse City picking up the defensive pressure.
Yeah, they seem to be putting a lot more pressure on the ball handler because they're not passing so well through this defense.
Well, looks like they switched to a 2-3 there, and Cadillac did a little dribble around up top. Just a little happy feet there by Hope. Picked him up before she put the ball down.
Yeah,
Turnover, Traverse City ball.
Hannah saw a gap and wanted to hit it, but she started running before she started dribbling.
Wolfter, topside versus Knaus. Looking inside to Bone. Comes up a little short. Rebound Cadillac. Emmington brings the ball up. Sister Hannah on the wing. Lefty layup up and in.
Good offense or transition from defense to offense there, forcing the fast break. Cadillac needs to do that with their 2 big scorers on the bench.
Hannah Emmington just harassing number 4 Laura Bartnick on the wing. Gets the steal. Bartnick took a little exception to it. Tiny shove in the back. We got a foul on Bartnick.
They call intentional foul?
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but since they called it, it's an excellent call.
I agree with it. She shoved her in the back. It definitely was not a play on the ball.
I understand the frustration foul, but
and Kaylee Paulus makes the first free throw.
Thank you. So I believe it'll be 2 shots on the ball on the intentional foul.
Yeah, Traverse City, I think, is a little frustrated right now. They're not really able to run their sets. They're not really able to have any kind of rhythm offensively. And you've played basketball. When you have these little guards running around you and they're like gnats, and it's frustrating because you can't move without them batting at the ball. And they might even be hitting them sometimes and they're not getting calls, so they get frustrated. It's a part of the game you got to learn to deal with as you mature.
Makes it hard to get in and out of your sets for sure. Hope Emmington on the drive, kicks it out. Stolen by Traverse City. Margot Wolfter bringing it up the floor. Getting harassed on the wing again. Out of bounds on Cadillac. Traverse City ball. 4:27 to go in a second. 17-9. Cadillac jumping out to the early lead. Inbound here for Rachel Muzinski. Top side to Wolfter. Wolfter's got a little handle on her, Eric. She got a little shake.
Yeah, but Morgan Knaus is doing a great job of staying in front of her.
Great pass down low to Bone, and another triple team around her. Cadillac getting the tie up.
I'm impressed with Morgan Knaus's one-on-one defense. She really is not allowing Traverse City's offense to get going. Just her presence alone, standing in front of the ball handler, is really disrupting a lot of their sets.
Hope Emmington over to the wing for Paulus for the drive, just short. Ashley Bone with a big board. Up comes Wolfter.
I think Traverse City needs to run a little bit before the Cadillac gets their defense set. Give them some easy open looks.
Drive just off the mark there by Wolfter. So we've got a rebound Cadillac and a reach-in foul on, let me see who they called it, I think on 33, Rachel Muzinski. Checking back into the game. Just under 4 minutes to go is Christensen and number 22, Alexis Little. Christensen, I'm sure, is going to be very careful not to go over the back, pick up a 3rd foul here before the end of the half.
Coach Johns has got to be pleased with her bench right now because not only did they survive Kylie and Alexis being on the bench, they actually extended their lead. That's impressive and got to be a good sign of things to come for Cadillac Vikings.
Kayla Johns in the middle. Doesn't like the call, but when you catch the ball with the dribble and then you pick it up and you dribble again, that is a double dribble. So I understand where she's coming from, but when you catch it on the dribble, they count that. Turnover, Cadillac. Wolfter bringing the ball up the floor. Over to the wing, Sage Hill. Big pick by Bone. Free throw line. Oh, great pass to Bone just off the mark. Christensen picks it up, coming down the floor.
Look at the big
Bounce
girl
pass
handle.
to Emmington. We got a jump ball. It's going to be Traverse City Central Trojan ball on the possession arrow.
I was impressed with Kylie Christensen's handle there. She was getting on the floor pretty quick.
.310 to go here in the second quarter. Between the leg dribble, Wolfter. Over to the wing. Here comes the pick by Bone. Ref calls a foul on the pick. That's a tough one. Coach Farmer's asking him for a little clarification.
I'm not sure what was the foul there. I know what he called, but I guess I didn't see that. Looked like she stood pretty firm, I thought.
Tough call for sure. Something to work through. Emmington, top side against Wolfter. Over to the wing, Alexis Little inside to Christensen. Couple people on her. Gets the ball up just off the mark. Doing a great job sealing down there, getting the ball.
Good offense, just not finishing like they want to right now. And that's something that Coach Johns had mentioned in the pregame, that they weren't making a lot of their easy buckets.
Emmington comes up with another steal.
They're gnats, both of them. They're gnats, just like their dad.
Looking in low to Christensen, not there. Little on the dribble drive, kicks out to Hope. Over to Sister Hannah Emmington. Kylie Christensen from the wing for three, up and in.
Oh my goodness, that was smooth. Big woman stepping outside looking like Dirk Nowitzki.
It's a nice likeness.
Yeah. I mean, she's big, she's strong, but she can step outside and be smooth. And you saw her handle. I mean, she can play pretty much anywhere on the floor.
Wolfter on the wing, inside to Bone. Back out to Wolfter for three. Trying to answer just off the mark. Big rebound by Johns.
Despite the miss there, that was good offense by Traverse City. You know, it looked like they had a little bit of rhythm that time.
Little inside-out action. Backdoor cut. Johns to Emmington, just off the mark. Big rebound for Bone.
Again, good offense by Cadillac, but as Coach John had said, layups. They're not making their layups right now.
Stop and pop. Wolfter for three.
Boy, did Traverse City need that one. Breathe some life into their offense a little bit. Maybe it takes a little bit of the tension off their shoulders, a little bit of their stress. Maybe they relax a little bit, maybe more shots start falling.
She's got a nice stroke, Wolfter does. 20-12, minute to go here in the second quarter. We got a travel up top on Emmington. Traverse City ball with a minute to go, down 8 points. You got to think they're hoping for bucket, stop, bucket. Get a little momentum going in halftime.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if I see off a made basket a full court trap right away. I would not be surprised at all right now.
Wolfter topside. Over to Drake.
Cadillac's defense is just suffocating their Traverse City's guards right now. They need to move the ball without picking up the dribble. They just need to pass and move the ball faster than Cadillac's players can move.
Got another tie-up. Possession arrow goes to Cadillac. Checking into the game for Cadillac. We got Paulus and I can't see that number, 35 or 25 or 15. It's 15, Jenna Granfers. Smart move bringing Christensen out. Don't want her to get a cheapie here before halftime.
Yeah, you definitely want to save her for the second half. Give her 3 fouls to work with for the second half.
Morgan Knaus checks in as well. And here's your full court pressure you were talking about, Eric. Emmington clears it out, brings the ball up the floor.
Cadillac needs to slow down now, run the clock to almost nothing, get themselves a good open look, walk into halftime with the lead.
Backdoor pass to Paulus, over to Knaus, back topside to Hope. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Paulus on the wing with nowhere to go. Johns comes and helps her.
Traverse City starting a lot of defensive pressure on the ball.
Emmington up top, 10 to go in the quarter.
Now
Dribble drive all the way, get some contact, and looks like that'll be the 7th on Traverse City. We should be shooting a 1-and-1 here for Cadillac.
It's surprising to me with the way that Cadillac has been backdooring Traverse City's defense that they would come out and put so much pressure on them like that, because basketball knowledge, you're going to keep getting backdoored with that much pressure. And Cadillac's obviously capable of doing that because they've been doing it. Probably half their scoring's come off that play.
Free throw off the mark. Rebound battled for. Edmonton comes up with it just off the mark. 1 second left in the quarter. Up and in, number 10, Kaylee Powis. As the buzzer beater, little scramble off the missed free throw, comes up in her hand with a little bunny, converts just before halftime.
Cadillac was relentless on the boards there at the end of that half.
22-12 Cadillac here at half. We'll be back.